How you doing, everyone? It's 2025 and I've got a channel here that I haven't used in 2 years, and I want to zombify it and bring it back from the dead, more or less. So what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to present to you a game for a retro system, but we're not going to use the real system. That's what finished me on it last time. Capturing video from a real system is a pain in the ass. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use emulation. And that way I'm going to try and get a video out to you once a week. It should be quite doable. So what we're going to start with is a game that I like a bit, but I'm a little bit crap at. And it's called Canyon Climber. Now, it was written for a load of systems, but the Colour Computer version is the one I know best of all. So we're going to have a look at that using the XRoar emulator. And before we actually start playing the thing, we'll have a little look on lcurtisboyle.com, which is going to be my go-to site in this video series on this channel whenever I'm playing a Colour Computer game. Because L. Curtis Boyle is mental about the Coco. He loves them a little bit too much. And he's after making this site where he's compiled not every game ever for the Coco, but an awful lot of them. And he's after doing a little synopsis on each. So we're going to have a little look at his Canyon Climber page. So here you can see that the game is kind of made up of 3 different levels. And we've got like a screen 1 and 2, which my video window is covering one of them. We've got screen 1 here. We've got screen 2, which is a different color again. And then we've got screen 3. So we've got a kind of an all yellowish kind of mustard screen, and an all bluish screen. And then we've got a combination of the two, a blue and kind of mustard screen that make up screen 3. Anyway, that's only a small little observation. Now, so what does he have to say about it? Well, he says that Canyon Climber is a cartridge game from Radio Shack that is loosely based on Donkey Kong. It is very loosely, very, very loosely, because Donkey Kong has a feckin' kind of gorilla in it, throwing barrels at you, whereas this game has goats, Indians, and pooping birds. You have to navigate through 3 screens of opponents, etc. By etc. you must mean the arrows and the poop, to get to the top of the canyon. So that's what we're trying to do, get to the top of a canyon. How we got into it, I don't know, but we're trying to get out of it. On the very first screen, you have to set dynamite charges while dodging goats, and then run to the top to blow it up with the plunger. A nice screen shaking effect is done at that point by switching graphics modes very rapidly. So that's a little technical piece of information. We switch graphic modes really, really fast, and it shakes the bejesus out of the screen. On screen 2, you must jump over arrows that are being shot at you by Indians. It's very stereotypical, isn't it? They're shooting arrows because that's what Indians do. Or you can get your own bow and shoot back. Now, I have to say, I've never done that. I've gotten a shield and still gotten killed. I think it was, Jesus, maybe it was a bow. I thought it was a shield. We'll check it. Now that I know this, we'll check. Once you get to the top of this, you go onto screen 3, where you must dodge bird droppings. Now, that's a very polite way of saying pooping birds. Although pooping birds isn't too bad either. While jumping from cliff to cliff until you get to the top. So we're trying to get to the top of the cliff, basically. Title, Canyon Climber. The author is James Garren. That is soft. Publisher, Tandy, Radio Shack. Well, it's not, yeah, it is Radio Shack Tandy. Released no later than May 83, which would make it 42 years old. Man. Programmed in 1982, and you need a Colour Computer 1, 2 or 3 with at least 16K of RAM, a cartridge port, and your joystick is optional. Now, it's funny, this is a cartridge game apparently exclusively, but the version we're going to be playing is a disc version, so it's probably hacked or pirated or something at some stage. But anyway, let's open up our emulator here, and here we have Canyon Climber all ready to play. So you play this with joystick or keyboard, as it said. Oh man, we've already started somehow. I'm after losing a life. Anyway, there we go. We're playing it with keyboard or joystick. You have your fire button, which will let you jump, and you can go up and down and to the left and to the right. And as you can see, I'm jumping over goats. I'm climbing up ladders, and these bridges here each need a little piece of dynamite stuck to the end of them so that we can blow them up. You see the plunger up there on the top left hand side? We need to place dynamite in 10 points at the end of each of the 5 bridges, and then get to the plunger, and we'll get that nice screen shaky effect. You see, the goats are wily. They change direction randomly as we go, and remember, we've already lost a life without even realizing it before I started. But anyway, let's see if we can place the last of the dynamite and at least get on to level 2. Oh, you see the way those goats change direction? You see, this game wouldn't be too bad apart from the whole random end of it. Now, that's our screen shake effect, which looks nice. Okay, here's the Indian shooting arrows at us. Now, I was trying this a little earlier on, and I think the best way to go at it is just power your way through it. Look at this. We're speed running the Indian bit. Look at this, look. Now, you see there's kind of shield things there? You see here? I should be able to get one. Or is that an arrow? I don't know. I thought it was a shield. Anyway, let's try again. So, no messing around this time. We're going to feckin' win. So, we're after putting some dynamite on the end of the first bridge. We're going along. Oh, see the way the goat changed direction? Oh, Jesus. See the way he changed direction? Anyway, we're jumping over goats. And we're putting dynamite on bridges. Off. Yeah, and we're... This can be frustrating, this be goddamn, do you know that? Anyway, we haven't even gotten to the pooping birds yet. Hang on a sec now, we'll see what if we go up here, and I'll go across, and again we're going to do like we did last time, pretty much jumping over the goats. Now what I did notice about this is the old hitbox, as they talk about in a lot of these gaming videos, isn't really 100%. It seems that a goat can kind of touch you can land on one and you won't really get hit as such. Okay, we're going to speed run this like I was talking about before. We're going to speed run it. See that? So overly confident. Now, okay, we'll try and get to... All we have to do is go up this ladder and we're on to level 3. So this is the bird poop level. The birds are flying above us, pooping down on top of us, and really that's the only thing that we have to try and dodge is the bird poop while we jump up, jump across. And you see it gets, oh man, it gets harder the further we go because there's less of a distance for the poop to fall. We don't see it coming from as far, so the higher we get, the harder the actual thing gets. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're getting to the top though. Ah, for feck's sake. Okay, I'm going to give this one more go and then that's going to be it. Okay, here's my very last attempt at this game for today. We're going to lay our dynamite at the end of the bridges. We're going to dodge those feckin' goats who have been driving me absolutely mental for the last half hour, I'll be honest with you. And we're going to try and get to the plunger, which is maybe another thing that this has in common with Donkey Kong, in that Mario is a plumber and a plunger is a plumber's tool. But that is kind of, you know, pulling it fairly far, like. But anyway, here we are, jumping over goats. Don't change direction. Anyway, he's coming back now, that's okay. Okay, we've got to level 2 with all our lives. Thank God for that. Okay, so we're speed running. I found the quickest way to do this is jump over the arrows and then kind of go diagonal to get up the ladder real quick. Do you see that? Do you see that hit detection, man? I was completely saved when I should have died, you know? Anyway, again, I think those are indeed arrows, but I don't know how to use them. Now, level 3, again with the bird poop. And we've gotten past level 1 of level 3. We're now on level 2 of level 3. Do you see the way they kind of, they do raffles of bird poop at you? And, oh man, the hitbox got, will we, what the, oh, you get hit by a goat anyway. What the, ah, that's the end of the thing. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? Oh, yeah, you were trying to dodge goats, we were trying to kill you with them like for ages. And then when you get to the end, what is your reward? It's a goat in the ass. That's pretty much what you get. Anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know, the hit detection seems to be completely off on this. All the better I might get a high score. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to where I finished this game because, well, probably in 3 seconds time. Oh look, there's more goats though. Here is an interesting change around. There are more goats. I'm going to cut to the end of this game. I'll show you my score and let you know how I got on. It's about 25 seconds later. It's the end of the game for me. I got 23,200, which I don't know is good or bad. It's alright, I suppose. I'm happy enough with it for now. But the game gets harder as it goes on, which is good. I suppose that's what games do. Anyway, that is the end of it for today's episode. Huge thanks to L. Curtis Boyle for his website thing that I'll be consulting from time to time on this channel whenever I'm playing a Coco game. And until next Saturday when I post another one, take care of yourselves and we'll talk to you then. Bye bye.